Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to the final stream of the year. If you wasn't aware, you might not be if you didn't watch my stream for the Game Awards, which a lot of you probably didn't because of the time. I didn't last the whole night. I missed about the last hour because I just had to go to bed. Plus I kind of knew by that point, like I said earlier in that stream, that if I thought nothing was coming by that point, I wasn't going to stay. So yeah, welcome everyone. Hang on a second. Right, let me know how game volume is and everything like that. Hello Durrell, Omega, XLS, Jonathan, Sonic, the dude, Maths, Tyler, Connor, Alone, Todd. How you doing everyone? Welcome. Obviously nothing at the Game Awards. I don't want to say disappointment because I kind of said I didn't think anything was going to be there. I said that to you all. It is still, I suppose at this point, not a surprise, but at the same time it is unfortunate that this is how things are. That the biggest, well, the final biggest event of the year, with that many people watching, I think there was like 400,000 at points on YouTube alone, and no release date or anything. The marketing just seems to have slowed down, and obviously I've put in the poll there at the top, will we get any news this year, and one of the options is clips for Christmas and New Year, because I think that's a possibility. I think that's a big possibility actually. But yeah, you tried to watch the Game Awards stream but couldn't. It's completely understandable. It was a late one, and even look, if I thought something was really going to come, or say it was confirmed to come, I would have finished that stream. But in the end, even I had to go to bed. I think I went to bed at what? It was like a few minutes after 3, or that's when I stopped the stream. I just couldn't continue. Hello Harrison. Hello Evan. Hello Jacqueline. Ugandan. How you doing everyone? Let me get to some comments as well. I'm guessing the first few definitely going to be about the I don't want to say the disappointment, because even though it is disappointing, we should have known, and I kind of did. But it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. It's going to come sooner or later. I did tell you all. But yeah, when do you think the release date is coming? I don't want to say this year, because look, there's about 19 days left this year, technically less now if you think about it. So I don't want to say this year, but at the same time, look, anything's possible. You got to remember the Force Awakens game. I know it's different times and not every game has to be the same as well. I completely recognise that. But the Force Awakens game, for example, we got the announcement. Was it in February, I believe? It might have been January or February. My mind cannot fully remember, even though I've spoken about this before. And then the game came out in like May, June. I just missed an easy mini kit there. So we got the trailer and the release date a few months before. I get circumstances are completely different with this one, because it's now been like, I just missed another one. It's now been like nearly 3 years. We are actually missing every single mini kit right now. Right, we got 2. We made up for that. That was getting a bit annoying. I hate that TT Games only release 3 tweets at a certain time. I think, was it you, Sonic, who said this last time? That even though the only thing that differentiates these 3 is that they were new footage, the Obi-Wan clip was cutting it very close, because the Obi-Wan clip where he's eating the sandwich or whatever does look like it's just been ripped from an uncut scene from the trailer we got in the summer. But no matter how you look at them, they were 3 new clips, and that was the only difference from the usual kind of 3 clips then stop that they seem to be going with. I'm going to do more comments, don't worry, after the pod racer mission. This is like one of the hardest missions to actually read the chat with, because you're actually on a bit of a time limit, I suppose, on this part. I hate this part, honestly. If we get through it first time, we might actually, I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, I think we did. Lovely. Hello, General Alex. Good to see you. It was delayed 3 times. I don't think it's free. Let me work this out, right? It's originally 2020, and then there was the leaked date on the Star Wars show, which was October 20th, I believe. But that was technically taken down and never confirmed by Lucasfilm. But either way, that's not a delay because it was still 2020. So it was then delayed to 2021. So the October date for 2020 was never a delay because that could have been the original release date. But it was then delayed to 2021. It was then delayed to coming soon, which once again, coming soon could have meant 2022. So it's then officially delayed to 2022. So if you really want to look at it, it's been in the most accurate way possible. It's been delayed twice. It may not feel like it because there's been bits in between, like for example the October 20th date, which once again most likely would have been the original date planned. Maybe it would have originally released in the summer of 2020, but we have nothing at all to back that up, so we can't say that. So if you get rid of the October 20th, which was not a delay, and you get rid of the coming soon, which again could have meant 2022 and ended up meaning it, only been delayed twice, even though it's had 3 different release years, which this is the 3rd time, isn't it? So 2019 at the end of the year we're thinking we're about to go into the year of the release of the game. 2020 last year we're thinking we're about to go into the release of the game. This is the 3rd time in that respect. I don't think it's going to be a 4th. Remember to like and subscribe, guys. If you're new, I would appreciate it. Our boss mode, do you remember you? How you doing? I think you were here on the Game Awards stream, right? I hope. It's embarrassing when someone says, do I remember them, and I get it wrong, but I try my best. I finished LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga to 100%, but one day I logged back in and all your progress was gone. XL actually had something very similar happen right here with this game. You guys may remember if you've been subscribed, I completed the Complete Saga. I don't want to say once on stream, I think I've done it way more than once, but when I changed my Xbox name a few months ago to FGG, my save had gone, but my achievements are still there to prove I've done it, but I have no 100% saves. I've got like saves from 2017 and stuff that are on like 20%, but I think I had 200% saves. They're both gone. We're gonna get one here anyway, but it's annoying. General Alex, how you doing? So Sonic, it was you who said about the free tweets last time, so hey, if you're right, this is the thing, okay? I didn't think of it like this, but if you're right, we get one for Christmas, we get one for New Year. What's the 3rd one? Now, we don't know if we're going to get one for Christmas or New Year. If they don't post something for Christmas or New Year, it's going to worry people. I don't think it should, but imagine that. You get one for Life Day, which I know is big in the Star Wars universe, but you get one for Life Day, Thanksgiving, which maybe other countries celebrate it, but look, Britain, it's not big. I know America, you guys love it. I don't know any other country, I could be wrong there. And then you do winter, which is more of a season. So, 3 mediocre events, you could say. I'm sorry, Americans, but come on. Thanksgiving in comparison to Christmas and New Year? I don't know. I think there's a big difference. But either way, imagine you get like we did 3 clips for those, and you get nothing for Christmas and New Year. Now, if that is the case, we get nothing for Christmas and New Year, don't worry about it. I really think it is nothing to worry about, but that is unintentionally probably going to worry people if that happens. But I really would. I think Christmas, I think it's more likely, well, if we were to get one, it would be Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve rather than on the days, just because, can you schedule posts on social medias now? I wouldn't know, but either way, the point I'm making is, say you can't schedule posts, is anyone going to be in the office on Christmas Day? I know you don't technically need to be in the office to tweet from the account, but is anyone going to be tweeting from the account on Christmas Day? New Year's Day, yeah, maybe a bit more likely, but it's still a holiday, isn't it, really? So you get the point I'm making, I hope. Belka, I don't watch it, so I don't have a clue. We might get something December 14th, obviously, yeah, this week as well. There's that Bring Home the Bounty event. And I bring it up in my videos, and I kind of said at the end why I do that. The main reason I bring these things up is just to make you all aware. The best tip I have, as someone who covers every detail, and you know, a lot of you watch the channel for news and stuff, the way I do it is I keep an eye on everything. And that doesn't mean I keep an eye on it 24/7. There can be multiple days where I don't check at all, and I catch up on it in a few days, but just keep an eye on anything where there's potential. And this event on the 14th, I very much doubt it. This Bring Home the Bounty, because it's been physical merch, hasn't it? We know that. And obviously there's a gaming controller this week. It could be a mobile game. I know it's a controller that you would usually use on a console, but anything's possible. I would say they say it for everything, but I would say expect the worst. And by the way, I'm trying to get. I failed. The last mission was the first mission I failed True Jedi so far, so I'm still trying to get True Jedi in every mission. So this is probably going to be a long one because I'm going to be going absolutely everywhere that I can in story mode to get it. What's the next one? Do you think on the 14th we will see Jedi Fallen Order 2? I definitely don't think it's going to be that, because Jedi Fallen Order 2 I think is confirmed, isn't it? Not by name, but it is confirmed. I doubt their first piece of real marketing would be at what is actually a very tiny event. Like, I know it's new Star Wars merch and everything, but it's quite a tiny event. There's not really much to it. I don't know. I don't see why it would be anything big. It could be like something to do with the Star Wars Lego Star Wars Castaways game. It could be Galaxy of Heroes. Once again, I know there's a controller, but that doesn't necessarily mean, like, you can use controllers on PC now, can't you? I'm guessing there's a way you can use a controller on a mobile game. I wouldn't know because I'm not really into it, but I'm guessing there is. It seemed likely to me. So December 14th. I look, if I was to predict, there's more chance of us getting one of these short clips on Christmas Eve / Christmas Day and New Year's Eve / New Year's Day than there is of something on the 14th, but just keep an eye on it. Omega, that's the best way I can say it. Like, always expect the worst with this game. That's what I've been doing now pretty much since, I'd say, April. I've been going into... I still cover the events, like I say, unless they're really ones that nothing's going to be at, like a Nintendo event or a PlayStation event. Really, look, you don't even need to bother with them. But I always make sure any potential event I cover, but really just don't expect anything with this game most of the time, and then you'll be pleasantly surprised, like I think we all were with Gamescom back in when was it? Why are these guys back here? But back in August. Do I live in Brazil? I don't. Do I sound British, don't I? I've had a few people ask, and I mean a few. It's not a common question, but I've had a few people ask, am I American? Which I can't hear personally, but I don't know. Maybe I very much doubt I sound American. Hello Dan, good to see you as always. How you doing? Maybe we'll get a release trailer as a Christmas present. I know we got one in 2019 at the end of the year, like unexpectedly, and that was a great surprise. But the reason I believe we got that trailer late December, or it was like mid-December back in 2019, it was not because they essentially wanted to, it was more to coincide with the fact that Episode 9 had just released and this game is on the Skywalker Saga, which is another kind of downside of the situation, because this game was supposed to come out, I'm guessing, a few months after the Skywalker Saga, a bit like the Force Awakens game came out a few months after the Force Awakens, and it was supposed to come out then to coincide with it. And now we're just moving on to things like Book of Boba Fett soon and Obi-Wan show, and in a way this is why they really do have to get it out this year, because although it's not like we're going to forget the Skywalker Saga, it exists. the focus now with Star Wars and their marketing team is on other things, other eras. They don't even speak about the sequels most of the time, which, whether you like them or not, this might be the first mention, or one of the very few mentions we've had of the sequels since Episode 9, this game. So they got to get it out at this rate. I'm not Welsh, no, and you know I'm not Welsh. I actually have 0 Welsh in me. I've got Irish in me, believe it or not, or I've got Irish family. 0 Scottish, 0 Welsh. Have I got anything else? Let me think. We need a Jedi to get this one, don't we? Panaka, a bit higher. Could the third trailer be a random day? Of course, the random day. It could always be a random day. What episode am I most hyped for? You're personally episode 5. In a way, all of them. Now, look, if I had to narrow it down, it's episode 3 because it's my favourite Star Wars movie. But just because one Star Wars movie is better than the other doesn't mean I'm more excited for one or the other. The fact is, levels-wise in a LEGO game, they're probably all going to be really exciting. Like, even, I'm so excited for Exegol in episode 9. Now I'm going to do it in order from episodes 1 to 9, so it's going to probably be the last level I play. But I'm really excited for Exegol, because I think, just imagine seeing it in LEGO Star Wars. Imagine seeing, like, I'm guessing we're going to see, you know, the Emperor on his life support machine. I think it's gonna look good. I always go back to Canto Bight, a sequence I really don't like, to be honest, from The Last Jedi, and I think a lot of people feel that way. If you do, that's fine. But I think that is a level, or that is a sequence from a movie that that will work really well in a game. It just reminds me of like a good old chase scene in a LEGO game. Why not? And hopefully we can get, because this was going to be in the original Complete Saga, and it was eventually cut. And there was a mission on the Nintendo DS version, because I remember playing it, but Grievous's Wheel. Does anyone remember like the version of Grievous's Wheel on the DS version? It was like a little bonus arcade level, and you were in a tunnel, and you're just zooming along on the wheel. But some chase sequences, like the Canto Bight chase sequence, or the Grievous chase from episode 3, I think they'll be really cool. We don't know if we're getting the Grievous one. I would more than likely think that we're getting the Canto Bight chase. In fact, I think because episode 8 really struggles with action in some places up until like the end of the movie, it's quite kind of quiet for the most part. You've got Luke versus you've got Luke and Rey on Acto, which I'm curious to see how they're going to make that into a level. Maybe it's going to be like the Resistance level in episode 7 where there's not really much combat. Maybe Luke versus Rey for those few moments will turn into a level. But I think they could. I think they're probably going to get like 2 levels out of Canto Bight personally. Julio, how you doing? Arv, how you doing? Pedrox, how you doing? Will they publish a video game guide for LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga? I had one when I was younger for episode 3. You mean like those ones you get in the shops? Because I don't know, aren't they like kind of fading out a bit now? But they might. Thoughts on alcohol? Very random, Belcar. I mean, I don't really drink alcohol at all, to be honest. I'm not that type of guy. Very, very interesting, very random question. What are your thoughts? What is Canto Bight? Cantonica, whatever you want to call it. That's the name of the planet, isn't it? Cantonica. Can you get up on here? Yeah, okay. Obi-Wan, you get on that one, right? No? I mean, do we really need to go up there? Okay, we can get up. Maybe bring home the bounty as a demo of the Skywalker Saga. I wish. I wish. But I feel like that would be something for them to really advertise at the Game Awards. I'm starting to think possibly this Tuesday there could be some news. I want there to be some news, but I just don't think so. It's possible, and I will continue to tell you all to keep an eye on it. Yeah, look, we may be able to get up there, but for one mini kit that I could get more than easily on free play, I'm going to leave it for now. R2, where are you at? We spent so long in this one room, but I'm trying to get True Jedi, so that's how we're doing it. It saves us coming back. Deluga, welcome. Sepaste, welcome. Anton, how you doing? Remember to leave a like, subscribe guys if you're new. We're approaching 50 likes. They might not have the rights to Indiana Jones, but they have the right to Super Mario Bros. Thing is, they don't have the rights to Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones won't be in the game. Even if they were to acquire the rights in recent time, between now and the game's release, it'd be too late. But so, the reason Indiana Jones was in the older games was not just because they had the rights to Indiana Jones, but because it's a Lucasfilm property. And Mario is such a random... I know Lego have the rights to Mario now. They've had it for like a year or so, right? But there's no correlation between that and Star Wars. There is a correlation between Star Wars and Indiana Jones because they're both Lucasfilm properties. I mean, Han Solo and Indiana Jones are played by the same guy, so that's as much as you want to get, really, there. What have Mario and Star Wars got in common? Alright, there's maybe, I don't know, is there people who work on the same thing? There might be, it's possible. I don't think there is, but I've actually seen this comment quite a few times about Mario being in it. It's a Lego Star Wars game at the end of the day, and the Indiana Jones thing was kind of like a special thing because the game was coming out at the time. They included the trailer, both Lucasfilm properties. Don't be expecting... There might be Easter eggs in games about random things, but expect Star Wars characters for the most part, believe it or not. That may have come as a shock to so many of you. Why are they quiet all the time, and why are they talking? Why are they taking this much time to release the game? I mean, I hope they don't start making the game when they launch the trailer or something like that. I want to play it. I think when they launched the original trailer, they said they'd been working on it. There was different developers saying different things. One said, I believe, they were working on it since the Force Awakens game, since after that, and one said they've been working on it for a few years. I don't think we have any concrete timestamp, to be honest. But I just remembered that I can do the double jump attack thing. But what was I saying? Yeah, we don't have any concrete time as to when they were working on it, but I doubt, considering their original release period was 2020, I doubt they released that trailer in 2019 and thought, we've only worked on this a week. I doubt that. Why would Mario... I don't know why Mario would be in Lego Star Wars, but some people, which is fine if they want to think that. I'm not laughing at you. I just think it's a very bizarre thing to expect. But I wouldn't get your hopes up for Mario in Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. I'm open to being wrong. I really am. $120 pages in on what? Oh, the Throne book. I don't read the Throne books. I wish I could. I can read, believe it or not, but I get very bored reading. I wish I didn't. I wish I could just sit there and read a book, like a Star Wars book, for hours and hours. But I just can't. I don't find it fun. Plus, I always think with Star Wars books, I know it's maybe only minor things, but they always do things differently in the animated shows and just not destroy canon, but change canon. And then also imagine all those people who for years read the stuff from the expanded universe, and then Disney just come along and take it all out. It must have been like a very bad feeling. Spending all those hours and all that money into all those comics and books, and then they just say no, it doesn't count for anything. So yeah, I don't read for that reason, and the fact that I can't seem to stay interested. Put this one on first. I don't know. Hang on. Do you think we'll get a new Lego Indiana Jones? They're making a new movie, aren't they? But Lego currently don't have the rights to Indiana Jones. I think if they wanted to, they could really get it back quite easily, considering their good relation with Lucasfilm anyway. But maybe they don't want to. Maybe they have no plans. Most successful IPs have a contract with Lego, and I say most because not all, but I think it would be a mistake with the new Indiana Jones movie coming out, right, that they wouldn't get the license back. I wouldn't see the point in all to Disney and all that money going down the drain. Do you think we'll be able to hold a lightsaber and blaster at the same time, one in each hand? Because in Force Awakens, characters could have both weapons, couldn't they? But they wouldn't use them at the same time. I mean, maybe take like Finn in the Force Awakens, or Luke maybe in A New Hope. Maybe they'll incorporate that. I don't think we've seen it in any of the trailers, because I have a feeling if we had, that would have been pointed out to me. I wouldn't see why not, but at the same time, maybe we would have seen that by now. Obviously on your characters you create yourself on the character customizer, that'd be kind of cool as well. So I'd like to see that, and maybe we have seen it, so if anyone wants to correct me, feel free, but I don't think we've seen that. Maybe I've completely missed it. Look, no doubt, mate, I try to answer everything the best I can with all my knowledge, but I'm bound to forget something. So, I don't think we've seen it. Hello, Darth Jada again. How you doing? I just read that one. Do you think any character from LEGO Star Wars Castaways will be in the game? So, I haven't played LEGO Star Wars Castaways because I'm not really into the mobile games, but is it not like create your own character kind of thing? Or is there actual cemented characters in it that you have to play as? Because if there's like cemented characters, then I still don't think so, no, but if it's like characters you make yourself, then definitely no, but maybe there'll be the same assets in the complete saga in order to make that same character, or similar assets. Depends. But it's like when the Freemaker show was on, which was never something I was really interested in. I suppose it wasn't really my targeted towards like my kind of age group anyway, but they confirmed it was going to have a character pack in The Force Awakens. Castaways is probably just far too late now to for them to even get into the game, and like I said, I think it's create your own character, which I would highly doubt that's going to make it in. Who sent me a message? Oh, do I have my notifications off on this? Yeah, I probably do. Because I'm on Xbox Series X, but you go on to backwards compatibility. I have no idea. My notifications are off on normal. On the Xbox Series X, I have no idea why that's happened. Oh well. Oh, but was that really a hole? Yeah, it was. Oh. Can I reach all this for the blue? All this for the blue. We probably lost them all then. So they made a demo, but they wouldn't ever release it. So the demo, I do recommend you watch my demo video in detail. And if you've got any questions, I'll obviously answer them. But the demo video I made, so the guy I spoke to who was at E3 2019, God, so long ago. Wait, was it? Yeah, 2019. He said that the demo wasn't really like a playable... I think you can grasp this from the video as well, but it wasn't really a demo you would play with a select mission. It was more just the developer, because they weren't allowed to play the demo, they just watched the developer play it. But it was more that they were just kind of roaming around Tatooine. There wasn't a select mission they were doing. So if they were to... it's like when they released the Force Awakens demo back in 2016. You got, I believe it was the Nima Outpost mission. I did play it. I know it was one of the Jakku missions. I believe it's the Nima Outpost mission. And it was an actual level you had to do. There wouldn't be any point in them releasing that demo to the public, because you're just free roaming. And although it'd be fun, yeah, it'd probably be one too much for a demo, because you're getting to explore a whole planet unless they had like invisible walls and parts. And two, people need an objective to do, really. So, although there could be like objectives around the map and stuff, I think what they want to do in something like that is a level. But I think a demo is off the cards completely. A lot of games don't even get demos these days. But even then, I know LEGO like to do them, or have. But even then, I just don't think a demo's even on the cards anymore. To be honest, I just get that feeling. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I'd love one. And I think, you know, just to... I know a demo won't be that long before the game anyway if we were to get one, but I think just to actually play the game would be so nice, even if it's just a tiny part of it. A new Lego Jurassic World 2 for the movie. If they got the rights to it, I don't know if they have the rights to it. Because as much as, I'll just clarify, as always, because I know I've got a lot of viewers who love Lego games, and that's cool. I love Lego games. I've only really played Lego Star Wars. I'm going to be playing Lego Marvel on the Clips channel. It's probably going to be in the new year now, because this is the final stream of the year. But I never played Lego Marvel because I was never really into Marvel until recently. I'm still not the biggest Marvel fan, but I love Lego. But once again, I mean, the Lego Star Wars games, especially the Clone Wars and the Complete Saga, like, the Clone Wars is my favourite game ever. I don't care if people think that's sad or whatever. I mean, it's like my fondest memories of playing any game ever. I just love the base building battles, I love everything, but I would like to get into more of the Lego games. I've played missions of Lego Harry Potter, but the problem is I don't like Harry Potter, really, so it's not something, again, that interests me, but I'm hoping to get into the Marvel ones. So if there is, to clarify, if there is I think they're working on a new Lego game, aren't they? Or people are speculating it. Unless it's Star Wars, which I really doubt it's going to be, I won't be covering it. I may, look, if it's like a Marvel one or something, I'll probably stream it on my second channel, but I'm probably not going to cover it. I'm definitely not going to cover it, should I say. Not even probably. Next question though, anyway. Remember to keep liking, guys. Keep subscribing. Try and get 100 likes tonight. Well, we're already halfway there. Since I had this game pre-ordered for over 2 years, do you think they'll give DLC for free? No, they'll have to keep to what they've specified, which is the 6 DLC packs with the deluxe edition. You get the classic one for buying the Amazon edition, and what's the other one? Oh yeah, and this isn't confirmed yet, but the DLC packs will most likely release separately from each other, and you'll be able to buy them individually, which will probably end up costing you a bit more. Not a lot more, but a bit more than it would buying the deluxe edition. That's why I always say, if you can buy the deluxe edition, you're in that position and you're thinking, should I get it or not, I would say absolutely get it, without a doubt. Since the game, I just read that one. I've been watching all the Harry Potter movies. I tried. They weren't boring by any means, but and I can absolutely see why somebody would be into that universe. I can absolutely see why it's as popular as it is, but it's just not something that I go crazy about. It's like I can understand why people are crazy about Marvel. I'm just not. I love the Spider-Man. I can't wait to see the movie next week. I'll probably be seeing it next Saturday, so a few days after it comes out. And we get it early, don't we, in the UK as well? And I'm still not taking advantage of that, but I think that's the difference between my love for Star Wars and anything else in terms of like movies. I'll get to you. I'll let you know, Dan. I hope, but I hope I can. I'll let you know. Hello, Storm. How are you doing? We deserve a free DLC. Nothing's off limits, but I don't think that's going to be the case. You could say we all deserve the game for free after this wait, but look, that's not going to happen, is it? Oh, it's still got studs over here. Oh, the droids are here. You're buying the deluxe edition. I'd say wise choice. Obviously, if you can get it, I understand, you know, people might not be able to for whatever reason. But if you are in the position where you can and you're wondering, should you, I would say yeah. If you're not really a fan of any of the packs confirmed, then don't bother, I suppose. But you've got to be a fan of at least one of them, which is the classic characters, because that's from the old games, isn't it? I like to think, because that Qui-Gon Jinn they gave us in the Clone Wars game, where could basically just pass for any old Jedi over Hood Up. That was, I can't believe it. Qui-Gon is one of the very few characters in this game that has a unique headpiece, and they just didn't bother putting it in the Clone Wars game. Disappointing, but look, it's 10 years ago now. We move on. Will I get a face cam for Christmas? I don't know. I don't really... It's not that I don't want to show my face. If I didn't want that to be the case, I'd remove all the old videos. But I just don't think it... Honestly, I don't have much desire to, obviously, as you can tell. I don't think it adds anything to the stream. And I don't feel... Although some of you are probably really interested to get an updated look, I suppose, I don't feel the vast majority are. I feel like the vast majority just they're here for the games, which is understandable. Never say never, I suppose. I mean, having a face cam means I'd actually have to look presentable for every stream. I'm not saying I don't look presentable now, I think I do, but I'd have to be on it every stream. Every video. Well, would I have to use it for videos? Can we do the double jump? The thing is, when you do the double, like, that jump, the attack one, you can't really get any... Oh, there we go. Alright. I don't know what I was going on about. Well, I do, but I didn't think we could get any higher, but we have, so... And another mini kit, so it's all good, isn't it? It's all good. We actually seem to get a bit more height with the backflip there. Love to see Lego City 2, a Toy Story, a Flintstone meet the Jetson or Lego World's Jurassic World 2. What Lego games would I most like to see? I mean, I think obviously like an update. When was the last Marvel game? Because I'd really like to see like an updated one with stuff from Infinity War and like Endgame. That'd be fun. When was the last? Because I don't believe there's been a Marvel game with that stuff in, right? Or has there? I admit, get that one wrong, but I really don't think there has. That'd be the one for me. And then like the thing is, I loved like the early Lego Minecraft sets. Like I said, I have all of them, like the really mini ones, the 4 that like connect together. I don't really like the newer Lego Minecraft, but I don't think a Lego Minecraft game would work because it'd just be so similar to current Minecraft, but just in Lego. Wouldn't see the point in it, to be honest. So I don't know. Apart from that, I mean, a Lego Clone Wars game, without a shadow of a doubt. Seasons 3, the only content from Season 3 we have in. Can we not switch? No. Right. The only content from Clone Wars Season 3 we have in the Clone Wars game is Savage Press, and he was a bonus from the Lego set with a code. So I would very much like to see Clone Wars. I mean, imagine like the duel on Mandalore between Maul and Ahsoka. That'd be great. And just like they could even do levels from the episodes that didn't make it, like where Son of Dathomir, where Maul fights Dooku and everything. That'd be brilliant. I think that'd be the ultimate dream, to be honest. You drink your tea, can I make you another cup? No. No, I can't. I do know how to make tea, actually, but I don't like it. I don't like tea or coffee. I think they're disgusting. What species did you think they were in the trailer for Eclipse? Eclipse looks cool, but I need to see gameplay. Next, do you think the Darksaber will be in the game? It has to be. Look, no, if I had to predict who's going to have it, it's going to be Moff Gideon. Even though you could argue Bo-Katan has it. Look, she's going to be in the Mandalorian character pack most likely, so she doesn't have it at that point. And I know the Mandalorian Din Djarin ends up with it, but I think they're going to go with Moff Gideon because he has it for the vast majority. But the Mandalorian may have it, or you may be able to like make him in the character customizer and give it to him there. That's if you can make a character the exact same, which has been off limits sometimes in LEGO games because certain assets haven't been present. But I don't mind however the character customizer works, as long as, look, obvious things. You can't have like a Force Ghost body and normal legs, just doesn't make sense. You can't really be... I mean, look, mixing like Super Battle Droid legs with, I don't know, Qui-Gon Jinn, it's going to be a bit weird, but some people probably want it. I'm not saying I'd be against it, I just don't see the point. But I think, you know, within reason, make the character customizer as customizable as possible. don't have too many limits. How you doing, Hybrid? Good to see you. I know it won't be cancelled, but what if it was? How would the community react? I'd say, again, it's not going to get cancelled, but how do I think the community would react? So if we put ourselves in that hypothetical situation, I suppose, I think a lot of people would... I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be surprised, but at heart we know that because that's not going to happen, we would be very upset. We'd probably feel like we'd wasted years on the game, and I don't know really, like, apart from that. I think there'd be outrage, but it's not going to happen. I know we're just going with that hypothetical situation that it did, which is completely make-believe, and that's happening in an alternate universe, which thankfully none of us are a part of. So we'll get up there in a minute. We just need to get all the studs. Look at this, we're nearly in the final room soon, and we're not we've not completed this. We're not close on True Jedi. This is kind of a difficult one unless you've got extras on. I remember as a kid I got to the very end and like my bar was gold. It just wasn't True Jedi gold where it's moving, like animated. So I know the difficulties of this level on story mode. Can we break that today? Wait, what? How did I die? What? Is it because it blew up? I mean, I think I got most of my studs back there, but I'm a bit curious how that killed me. Rook from Rebels was a Nogri, but they were first in Legends. Oh, that species. It could be them, actually. I didn't think of it like that. Even though, like, I suppose the posture and the body looked a bit similar to Rook, I don't know if I think they're the same, but it could be. I'm so excited for the random encounter system, like a Star Destroyer, because it sounds just so fun fighting a Star Destroyer and TIE Fighters. I think, look, the random encounters is going to be brilliant. I think it's basically like what happens in the Mos Eisley Cantina on this game to like a whole nother level. That's just a few guys in the cantina with the same heads always like popping around, and you shoot them, they shoot you back. But this is going to be next level. I cannot wait for the random encounters. It's going to be so fun. Oh, this part annoys me. I hate this part because it's like, oh, hang on, right. It's like, do you jump up or do you go sideways? See what I mean? Like, let's see, how long is it going to take me to do this? Can we... Come on, yes. Not as long as it usually does. Alright, is that everything down here? We've got a tree here, no? Super, you are trolling, right? We went through the Super Mario thing earlier. I hate to break it to you, clearly more than just 2 people at this point, but Super Mario is not going to be in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Just because Indiana Jones was in there, there's a big difference between Indiana Jones and Mario. Do I think Slave Leia will be playable? I think she has to be playable. Unfortunately for Disney, because there's no way out. And if she's not, that's the thing, because she's so prominent in Episode 6, and you know, she's in the older games and everything. If she's not playable, it's going to be so obvious to fans. And I know they've never been shy about things being obvious to us in the past that we don't agree with, but at this point, I don't know if it's worth doing that, but at this point, I just think that's too on the head. I think she's going to be playable. I don't think they'll like it, but I think they know that there's no choice. I'd be curious when they next do like a Jabba's sail barge Lego set, if she's included or not. As I heard rumours about a UCS Jabba's sail barge, which if they did that, they could easily get away with not adding Slave Leia. She was in the Force Awakens game, however, a lot has changed in 5 years, or what will soon be 6, in terms of what people find offensive. Will Luigi be in the LEGO games? No. No Mario characters in the LEGO games. None. If Mario's in the next Lego game, I'll do a Mario impression for you all. And I don't want to do a Mario impression, so that's how confident I am. Oh, look at these guys already standing here like, oh, we were waiting for you. Hang on, we're not done yet. We're getting close. There's just not as many studs in the final room as you probably think. I've learnt that the hard way. I played KOTOR, and you can travel across the galaxy back and forth between different planets. There's a chance of encountering random Sith ships, fighters, and I think that's, you know, what from what we've heard is it's going to be like in this game. You're just minding your own business, then out of nowhere, Star Destroyer or Separatist Dreadnought, whatever it may be. I think it's going to be really exciting. I've said many times, you know, will the new game bring in the nostalgia one day for us fans as much as this game does? No, I think this game will always win in that part, but for the younger fans, of course it will. I think the new game will be better than any LEGO Star Wars game. It's just if people are willing to let go of what's come before. I think there'll definitely be assets that people don't like, because things just change and go more modern, don't they? But yeah, we don't need to stand in that. The door's already open. Okay, let's... we're not in the final room. I forgot about this one. I mean, we should get True Jedi. We should. I'd be very worried if not. It's my favourite drink. I feel like all I drink these days is water. I know that sounds boring, but I mean, I like Coke, but I don't really have it anymore. I'll probably have some over Christmas, to be fair. When will the LEGO Star Wars come out? Spring 2022 is all we know. I really think they're going to be sticking to that, so don't worry anyone. Wish we had the stud magnet, because when tiny studs are just going off in different ways, we need Padme. You want a new LEGO Dimensions game? Maybe they will. We don't know for sure, do we, what this next rumoured LEGO game is, but you never know. What are the predictions for all of you of this next LEGO game? What do you think it's going to be? Give me your predictions. Yeah, heart Padme. Philip, how you doing? Craig, how you doing? Oh, kill the commander. Don't let those droidicas see us. Any more droids over here? No? Now we get to set the table. Let's go. What's your hype level for Eclipse? I mean, look, I rated the trailer like a 9 out of 10. But I don't want to start saying, oh, this game's going to be insane until I've seen gameplay. So I'm going to say like a 6. Not because I want to be negative, but because I want to be cautious. Like, the gameplay could be awful. I don't think it will be, but... if the gameplay is good, it's going to be like a 9, because even though it's High Republic era, which isn't exactly an era I've been too interested in, I think it looks good, and it could interest a lot of people like me who haven't really cared about that era yet in the game. Oh, we need a... Padme's not going to be able to get up here, is she? Unfortunate. Do you think that it's possible for a trailer this Tuesday at the Bring Home the Bounty? Look, I keep mentioning it because, like I've told you all, I think you should keep an eye on these things, but I don't think it's going to be there. I think the chances are lower for this than they are the Skywalker Saga. Sorry, for the Game Awards. I think, honestly, look, if I had to put money on it, what we're going to get for the rest of this year will be a clip for Christmas and New Year, most likely, I would think, and that's it. And they'll probably say something on New Year to put our minds at ease, like Happy New Year, Skywalker Saga releases this year, something like that. Let's see if I predict that right. if we don't get anything for Christmas or New Year, especially Christmas, I just feel like it's going to cause a bit of unnecessary panic from TT Games. Like, they would be stupid not to post anything after, like I said, kind of posting something for free. In terms of Christmas and New Year, these other free events are kind of very mediocre when it comes to popularity. Here's the plates and the cups. Get those studs first. Eclipse won't release until 2024. God, this is what I mean. I can't wait for all these games. Plus, I don't know if I want to. It's got, even though we're getting a lot of announcements, which is great, it's going to be a quiet few years, trust me, in terms of what we've been used to for things actually coming out. It's going to be a lot of trailers, a lot of announcements, and far less games. The Red Brick! How pleasant of you to join us. Rabbit. So I feel like we've done everything in this room, nearly. We've got more tables and chairs, more setting the table to do. Is that it? No? We do it again. We've created a staircase. Who can get up here now? Any of us can get up here, can't they? But we've already been up here by the other way, so unless we can make that jump, which we might be able to, we'll try that jump again. What comment did I miss? I'm sorry. Will I be covering Eclipse? It depends. If it's 2024, I don't know if I'll still be here. I don't mean dead, by the way. I mean like doing YouTube. Am I the only one that made that sound? Am I the only one who thought I made that sound like I was going to be dead? I hope I'm not. Since this is potentially the last stream of the year, can I wish you happy birthday? Happy birthday, Tyler. Have a good one. What day is your birthday again? You've probably told me this before, and I'm pathetic for forgetting. Right. Have we... No, we've still not finished the room just yet. Oh my god. We're close. We're close. Hello there, Octobot. Good to see you. Right, Droidicaz. Let me find the comment first. What do you think about this Tuesday? I feel like I'm getting more questions about Tuesday than the Game Awards. I don't think it's likely, personally. December 22nd, yeah, have 10 days. Have a nice birthday. Anyone else having birthdays in December? I feel like everyone's just going to say it now. But have a good one, everyone. How does it feel having a birthday near Christmas? Because personally, I can think that'd be really cool, in which you'd get like presents so close together, but also really bad, because then there's nothing for the rest of the year. Not 4 blues. Don't do me dirty like that. Okay. Came out lucky there. This is like where I always get to on this level, where it's pretty much all gold, but it's not true Jedi just yet. One shot, one kill. Jay, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Do you think George Lucas will be in the game and have every ability? I don't know if he'll have every ability, but I do think he'll be in the game, yeah. I think they would be... I think it would be, considering they put Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams in The Force Awakens, which I get it, they were responsible for that movie, but, you know, George is arguably a lot more popular, isn't he? I mean, he is the maker at the end of the day, so I think it would be ridiculous for them not to. Your birthday was the 2nd of December. Well, late happy birthday. Maybe happy birthday for next year, right? Just keep using that attack. That should get rid of them. Fall back into the heart. Oh, no! Got me twice. Get those blues, get those blues, get those blues. Oh, I missed one! Oh, no. Not good. Not good at all. Not good. Droidicas always being my burden. I always forget which one it is, which one to not walk through. Wait, is that just... Yeah, this one is just a dead end. Right, good, so it's the other one. I can't believe it's been almost 3 years. Well, look, let's be fair on them. I'm not trying to be picky, but it will be 3 years when the game finally comes out, pretty much. It's this doorway I was confused with. Right, it will be 3 years when the game comes out, but it's only been 2.5, pretty much, since it was announced. It's not been the full 3. Alright, we got True Jedi this time. Good. There's a leak saying Eclipse of multiplayer. I mean, that'll be good. We need a multiplayer Star Wars game. Because the thing is, lucky I'm into LEGO Star Wars, because for a lot of people, after Battlefront 2, Squadrons was a bit of a letdown. It's not really been much for people, has there? And there won't be when LEGO Star Wars is out for a lot of people, because it's not what a lot of fans are into. It's what a lot of other ones definitely are, but a lot aren't. Make no mistake. Remember to keep liking, subscribing, guys. We're almost at 70 likes, so if you've not hit the like button already, make sure you do. Oh, I can jump on that there. Okay, he's already gone. The rebel didn't even stop by to say thank you. He's already ran. Even though we got True Jedi, I still want to get as many studs as possible, so we can get... I need to stop buying characters, actually, because I want to get those multipliers. What do you think of the Eclipse trailer? I like it, and by the way, I'm going to have the on the Clips channel, so make sure you subscribe. Link in the description. I'm trying to get 300 subscribers on that, actually. But the reaction to the Eclipse trailer will be on the Clips channel tomorrow, unless I don't get round to it, because I'm currently doing Eclipse on the channel right now, temporarily. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed to that. What crossovers do I think? I don't know if there'll be crossovers, that's the thing. There'll be Easter eggs. What will those Easter eggs be? I don't know. I really don't know. Anyone want to give any guesses? How you doing, Justin, as well? Dynafacts, welcome as well. Mummy, how you doing? Do you think it's possible for no-hit run in LEGO Star Wars game? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Probably not. I would say probably not, to be honest. Can we get that mini kit? It's too high up, isn't it? Plus, we'll be able to get it another time. Hello, Vendor. Welcome. Oh, Vendred, sorry. Read your name wrong. How you doing? Okay, we're up pretty high right now. We can't get across there. There's no way. Right, we need to remember to bring this car over as well, or whatever it is. It doesn't really look like a car. I don't really know what it is, to be honest. Oh, don't! Qui-Gon. Right, is it respawned? Not yet. It does respawn, right? Yeah, respawned. Right next to it. I keep going off the edge. I'm trying to stay close to the edge so I don't forget anything. Personally, I like the complete saga when I was younger, but now when I play it, you get so bored. Personally, I don't, and it's weird because I never played the OG Battlefronts, but I can't play them because they look too old. But I think the LEGO Star Wars games have aged like, as the saying goes, fine wine. I think they've aged extraordinarily well. They look old, don't get me wrong, especially when you compare this to The Force Awakens, but I don't find myself bored or just out of it. I really enjoy them. I don't think that effect has kicked in, which is interesting, especially considering the original trilogy, for example, especially episodes 4 and 5, I can sometimes not enjoy as much because I think they can be a little old. And past their time. I don't know that these Lego games, they age well. I mean, I think the video game, which is very similar to this, with levels and only very minor changes like Dexter's giant diner, Yoda's hover chair. But I think that looks older because they probably did upgrade it slightly. But I think that looks old, but it's still a game that I enjoy playing. I'd be more curious to know, like, the younger viewers who weren't even alive when this game came out, what's your opinion on it? Do you enjoy it? Do you not? If any of you are out there, is it your thing or not really? Because I think if it is your thing and you weren't even alive when this game came out, I think that really says something about the quality of this game and just how iconic it is as well, to be honest. Now we might want to use this first actually. Padme, you can't make this jump, can you? Nope. Can we do anything with Qui-Gon up there? I don't think we can. We can make that, yep, we can. A few extra studs, don't mind if I do. I'm not going to make that, I don't really care to try at this point. Oh, we can force that over there anyway. Well, this stream we've only got through 2 levels, but imagine how long it's going to take us to do OT if I'm going to be... Because obviously I could do this level really quick, but I'm trying to get everything. I know we could come back later on and get True Jedi easy, but we need to get those multipliers in order to do it, so why not get them as early as possible? So I need to save... I bought like loads of characters after the first episode. I need to save my studs this time. Not be buying a bunch of randoms that I don't need yet. It was like 07. Was Complete Saga 07 or 08? Because video game was 05, wasn't it? And I believe the original trilogy was a year later. But I could have those dates wrong. The reason I don't really know those dates off by heart is because I was so young, so it's never really something I've, I suppose, bothered to learn, even though I should. Because when you're young, every year feels like, well, I suppose the dates don't really line up and become as memorable because you're a kid and you don't pay attention to it. That's how I feel, I suppose, if I even explained that well. I don't think I did. I just remember playing the video game, and then what felt like 10 years later, but it was actually just like a year, the original trilogy came out, and me and my friends found it hilarious how Chewie could wear stormtrooper helmets in the way he does, with them being on only just fitting on his head on a slant. It feels weird to you, Tyler, that there are people who were born between 2003 and now. Why specifically 2003? You were 10 when this game got announced? I would have been like... When the video game came out, I was like 6. Look at me now. Well, you can't, but... rhetorical. Right, can we get up there? I don't know if I want to try, to be honest. We pretty much got True Jedi, that's the thing. We've got one more... No, we've done them all, haven't we? So we can get through the door. I don't think we need to do anything else in free play at least. How many mini-kits do we get? We got 4, which is not bad, considering you can't even get all 10 anyway. And we got 9 on the pod racer, which is always the same, because there's that one you can't get to. And that leads us on to Darth Maul for next week. But while this plays out, I will say thank you for watching, guys. This is the final stream of the year, so make sure you like and subscribe. But thank you for another, with what we've been given, obviously, not much, another successful year, I would say. And hopefully, for the 3rd time, I say we are moving into the year of the release of the Skywalker Saga next time I see you. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you vote in the poll as well. Most of you saying yes, we will get some news this year. Hopefully you're right. Thank you Beetle, Darth Vader, Faith, General Alex, Octobot, Rex, Storm, Super A, Tyler, Omega. Thank you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next year. Have a good Christmas, New Year, all that stuff.